Yoshimaru, Thrasios Discord. We made it to 600 members, so we're going to throw a party on our Discord. It is I, Hummingbird. I am the owner of this Discord. I recently moved with the family, and now we're in a new location. We're going to throw a party. So, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, in 2 days, it's coming up, we are going to have an event on the Discord. So you come on in, we're going to tag everybody, and we are going to celebrate 600 members by also getting Snowball to sketch ideas for our playmat. That's right, we had a GoFundMe go on. We raised all the money for Snowball, so I'm going to officially hand him our big novelty check to get him to start making our playmat. Anyone who donated any money is going to get a lot of preferential treatment once this whole thing is up and running and going and he has the playmats. But until then, at 7 o'clock on Thursday, we are going to have a big community party pile-on where we are going to be able to give him suggestions. We are going to say, these are the mats I love that you did. I love these colors. I want something like this. Any idea is a good idea. So we're all going to be in there talking to Snowball. Him and his manager are going to be very active. I'm going to be on screen. If anyone wants to be on stage, I think is what they call it. If you want to be on stage, either be your voice or on video, it's a free-for-all for everybody. I will let you in. Obviously, I'm going to be the head moderator, but I'm going to have my admins in there as well. And we are going to make sure that this runs really well. Snowball is going to be in there furiously sketching out ideas, sketching out, thoughts on what he thinks is going to look the best for us, what we want. And that's going to be a really nice collaborative art day. So come on in, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to ping everyone then. And we're just going to have a really fun time. The other thing that's going to happen, we're doing a large new player area. So as you're watching this, it should be live for you. So go down below past the card discussion and it's going to be live. You may have to go into browse channels and activate it. But whenever any new person comes into the Discord, I want them to go through this channel and see what archetypes we have for decks. Because I believe that we have kind of 3 versions of Yoshi Thras. So we have the mid-range, which is just going to be the collaborative list with the primer, because I think that's our best, mid-range. This does everything. It's easy to understand. The combos, even though there's a billion combos, they're kind of easy to understand how to get them. We're also going to have a, Cradle version, which for that, I'm using John. His version seems very untap, go find Cradle, untap, go find Cradle, which all of our decks do that. His just does it a lot. That's all he's doing is looking for Cradle and untapping it. That is his jam. So his deck is a very good example of it. He also is bringing that list to a lot of tournaments. He's going to big 20Ks and doing online tournaments. So it's tried and true and tested and works. And then I think the third version is, not to toot my own horn, is a control tempo version, which is what I run. I'm running Gifts, Intuition, kind of turbo, Oculus type of thing. I'm trying to fill my graveyard. I'm trying to have 1 card win conditions versus A/B setups. I'm trying to just cast Gifts, find all my things, and then win very easily with a uncounterable Grand Abolisher effect, something like that. I play a lot more counter spells. I play Trouble in Pairs to kind of draw more cards, and I'm not playing Enduring Vitality or MEL. It's kind of attacking it from a different angle, more instant speed stuff. So those 3 versions, you're going to go on, and as a new player, you're going to be able to see the 3 different versions of our deck. And again, if you think you can make a better control version to unseat my deck list, I would love that. I would love for someone to improve on the archetype or make up a new archetype. If maybe you have a version that's, you're attacking it from a maybe not a reanimator, but like a different blink style, where you're just doing a lot of ETBs, all those things, Enchantress, stuff like that. I kind of want to get all of our archetypes and lists for each one, like one list that's just like, this is Turbo Cradle. And if it's not John's, if someone else comes up with a better one that's just a static, this is Turbo Cradle and it works, we will use that versus John's. Again, if you have a better control list than mine, we'll use that instead of mine. But again, I'm taking it to tournaments. I'm working it. It's not just theory. I have it sleeved up. I'm bringing it to tournaments. Same thing with John. And our primer version is just very set in stone good. I think it's perfect. So you're going to go through that when you first get into the Discord. Then you're also going to go down to like combos and synergies, where it's going to have each like AB combo, each ABC, or just kind of talking about like Albro Breeze Caller and all the things it can do. It'll just be in one area where we're, not like a card discussion where we're all just like yapping about it. I want it to be very concise, very like, this is what you do with Oboro and Talongates and Cradle. And this is exactly what you do. And this is how to win. It's for new players. It's not to like theory craft and be like, oh my God, what if you played this card from Cold Snap, Like, it's going to be a very, like, it's like the primer, just deconstructed, polished, something easy to refer people to. So if someone comes in and go, hey, I'm new to the deck, I'm really confused about, intuition piles. I'm going to be in charge of the intuition and gifts piles. I'm going to write this real nice review of everything and like, what value intuition looks like, what, how to go through your lines of doing a gifts pile, because those are confusing for people. I think that gifts and intuition is the best version of this deck, but other people obviously can not think that. So I would really like this to be a place where people come in, have a couple of questions about the deck, and then from Thras chat, we can just tell them, oh, this is the combo, and it's easily pastable into Discord. There is going to be a little chat area for that also, so if people have very specific, quick questions about how the deck works, or if they're in deck construction for themselves, like, why are you guys running this? Like why are you running Oculus? And we can tell them like, oh, it's maybe not for everybody, but we have found as a community that it's very, very good. It's our chatter storm, it's we don't get a lot of cards that other lists get, but we get this card that's freaking broken if you do it right, and tell them how to do it right. You know what I mean? So I am going to open that all up to the public. So if you look in right now, down below, again, you may have to go into browse channels and activate it. But once you're activated it and looking through it, please don't go in and just type a bunch of nonsense. I love people being playful and fun, and in the card discussion, in the deck reviews, in the Thras chat, go nuts. Put all the emojis and gifs and be like, holy crap, this is a terrible idea, or this is a great idea, or tell me why, or like, I love that we are a community. We are people. We're human beings. I love that we have humanity in our Discord. But for this place, I want it to be very nice and clean and helpful. Because when it's too much like ribbing and unseriousness, I feel like it's not helpful. I want this to be helpful. So I want to open this up to everybody. What I'm thinking is a good idea is to have it be open right now for everybody. All members can be in there, see everything, chat with each other. Eventually, maybe I might have ambassadors. So you get a new role, and you'd be the only ones that are able to be in there with new players. So new players can ask stuff, and as ambassadors who kind of know the deck in and out and can answer questions and are online regularly, you can say, oh, let me look at your list. And like kind of lead them through a little bit. Again, I don't want it to be like another place where people can discuss their decks, I guess. I just want people to go in and be like, hey, I'm thinking about adding intuition. And then like we have this really clean thing on intuition. again, if we want to get into card discussion on intuition, that like you can talk back and forth and be like, what about this? What about that? I hate it in my deck. What am I doing wrong? Or I love it. Is my pod bad or is this card amazing? I like those things, but on this, I want it to be very clean and easy and digestible. So I want people to kind of get into this new player area, get the knowledge they need, and then be able to graduate very quickly to Thras chat, which we're all in, and put their decks up in the deck list area, and we can pull apart their decks and talk about it and have a really nice forum there. So that is open up right now. Thursday, 7 o'clock, EST. What is the date for Thursday? Let's do this live. Fuck it, we do it live. The 14th. So August 14th. Right? Damn, is it 12th already? Damn. August 14th, we are going to have a party, an event, and I am going to be also, as we're talking about Snowball's art and Discord, and we're just loving on everything. We have 600 people in here, which is awesome. I'm also going to be editing the new player area, and any of your suggestions, please put it in there as well. So as you're in there, to be like, hey, I think it should be this, I think it should be that. I'm completely open to making sure that the Discord runs well and does everything we want it to do. I am not a tyrant. I am not a dictator. This is not a fascist Discord. Whatever you guys want to happen in there will happen in there. So thank you for being a part of 600 people, which is nuts. I've been trying to get the word out there as much as possible. You guys are doing that as well. Go out, play some CDH, play these decks on YouTube channels, win some tournaments, get the name out there. But I mean, it's gonna happen. This is the best deck in the... I really think it's the best deck in the format. Like, there are moments where you're like, holy crap, Blue Farm is indestructible and Rogzai is a menace and seems too fast for us. But like, if you have 4 players who know what they're doing, they will stop the Rogzai person. They will keep Blue Farm in check, and we will win. It just is what it is. Like, we will come out on top if everybody's playing their role well, and because we're so powerful, but we're so unassuming. We're so like, it's just a machine that keeps going. So I know we're gonna win a really big tournament soon, which we have some wins. We have some wins on some 64 person plus, but I really want to get a big one that really gets our name out there. People understand the deck is dope. I'm working on doing that as well. I think we have like a 5K-ish that me and the Big Guava Gamers, which is the Tampa crew here, are going to put on in December. So we're really trying to get some really big tournaments, and then we all got to win them. So get out there, play the deck, come back, tell us in the tournament reports, and then if you need any support from me to be able to make this Discord as good as possible, please reach out. If you want to be the ambassador to the new player area, and that's like what you want to take care of, and you want it to make it look nice, and you understand my vision, I'd love to give it off to somebody, because it's a ton of work, and I got to pay for this new house somehow, so I have to go to work as well. So please help as much as you can in the Discord if you think something needs to happen. If not, I'm happy the way the Discord's going. It's slowly churning, and we have 600 people in here. 600 people. We're going to get to 1,000 soon. We're going to overtake Thras. We're going to be the biggest Cradle Discord deck out there. I'll see you guys 7 o'clock EST Thursday.